Hello everybody, welcome to another Moe's art tutorial video. Don't let this fool you, this is just basically introduction. When the moment comes, I wanted just to make a tiny little video here, but I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to be setting up into, while it's paused, I'll set up in the living room, and we're going to continue doing the art tutorial. I'm probably going to break that up into two parts again, like usual. And so yeah, I just basically wanted to make a video to show you that yeah, I gained another subscriber. I had this other subscriber when I posted right when I posted my video yesterday. I saw that I had another subscriber, so like I wasn't going to redo that video again yesterday just to show you another subscriber. But also I want you to note here, the reason why I'm doing a little intro, that I ended up adding the Deadpool killer there. Okay, I it wasn't dark. It wasn't bright enough. I couldn't see that in any of the videos. So I wanted just to highlight it more. So I used this here, which is a kind of it's like it's like a marker, it's specifically made for stuff like that. You gotta give it a good shake. You can even take out that whole stem. That whole stem comes out. But yeah, it writes white. So and I had this for a while and like wow, why didn't I do that before? But now it looks perfect in person. Now that was the last touch because I was never satisfied with how well that Deadpool was coming out because it wasn't coming out well. Now when I look at it, now it looks perfect. Now it looks perfect because I had some red underneath already, so when I went over with the white, some of that red still kind of peeks underneath that white, which gives it the perfect effect. It's exactly perfect. So it's like, yeah, that's what I needed to do to fix that. Also, in the next week and within this week, I really want to rearrange this wall behind me a little bit. I'm keeping Ron and Russell right where they are. Yeah, I think I couldn't tell which finger was which, but I love where they are. I'll keep those pretty much where they are. I might change those around a little bit, but I want to first of all raise this poster up. I want to put that poster up here. I want to arrange this corner here. I want to rearrange the stuff behind me. I want to try to make it look a little bit better and more presentable. I hate this reflection right here on here, and I'm sure once I raise the whole thing up to be in this area here, and then I'll put stuff on the side here, and then yeah, I really want to rearrange the wall so you can see things a little bit better, and it'll be a little bit different for you guys. So that's pretty much all I want to say in this little intro. So give me a few moments here. I'm going to pause this recording and I'm going to continue in the living room with the tutorial. Just a moment, please. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're finally back with the tutorial, and this is where we left off. I added pen. The windows, they line up well enough. I'm like, they're not perfect. Again, nothing is perfect in this picture, but I like where it's going. So now I want to start adding. I'm going to start adding more detail. Oh, excuse me. I'm actually drinking. Yeah, I'm drinking my lychee. I'm almost done anyway, so I'm going to finish that off as I go along. Keep myself, you know. I like drinking liquids. It's good to keep yourself hydrated. And again, I'm eyeing everything. So basically, I'm just kind of putting a square. Gotta make sure I get that enough lead on there. Yeah, there you go. So just enough of a border around each of the windows so I can start adding I want to start adding bricks, basically. So I want to make sure I get that kind of in the right location. And so yeah, it's all about details now. So I had things I wanted to talk about while I was doing this, but I kind of it all slipped my mind, you know, because I'm always trying to be spontaneous and and wanna do everything I can to bring you some. But you know, the things that I want to do for a video, I understand, okay, that it's not necessarily going to be popular. That those videos are not going to be popular. I don't care. I'm still going to do those type of videos anyway that I know that are not going to be popular. And sometimes, and then there's those videos I know will be popular, but I don't intend it to be popular. And I find that's cool that those take off in a way, unexpected way. Like what's in my most popular video right now that's like 3 away from hitting 400 views on it, and it's not the video I was expecting to be at that top position. It really was not. So I thought that's interesting. Now I'm just adding in the line so I know where I'm going to start putting bricks. I'm going to actually start this because this building here is a lot closer to us than this building is. This is a little bit more in the background, but still, I want to add a nice window here. I'm gonna put that around halfway in that window. That looks good to me. And then about there. Sometimes I'm better just eyeballing it than I am measuring it out. Depends. It depends. It depends. Oh, see that one that looks crooked to me now. Now that as soon as I did it, it's like, nope, that didn't look right. I need that one here is right. I need to angle that a little bit more down. Yeah, there we go. Now, if I really wanted to find out the middle, I just connect the corners. I don't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's not meant to be taking it too realistically. It's still meant to be kind of, comic book art. And you'll see my next couple of projects that I'm doing, I will I will change it up. You will see a different style, but that's later on, you know. And yeah, so and try to keep it equally going. I don't know when I get off too much. So right now, I'm just drawing in the horizontal lines for the. I see. You really can't. Oh, you can't. Well, you can almost see that. It is light, but you'll see once I start putting pen on top of it, that will all come out. Then that is the whole intention here. So I have a little bit more extra time today to dedicate. Well, a bit. I still have over a full hour to dedicate to doing this for you guys, doing art tutorial videos. Now these are just basically kind of guidelines. Okay, it's for when, yeah, and it doesn't. See, I wish I would have had a better grid in the to start with. And you know what? No, okay, because yeah, that's why. That's not right. And so I want to follow that line a little bit more. Yeah. So if I put it like that, then almost parallel, but slightly more. Um, just get the lines right, and then yeah. Okay, I think I'm getting it. It may not look 100%, but we'll see. We'll see it when it's as I go along. I can always correct things. I'm still in the pencil stages right now. Oh, instantly, I can tell when it's crooked, but only once I take the ruler away. Sometimes I can't tell when the ruler is there, but I can only tell once I take it away. Okay, there we go. Then making sure they're pretty equal. I'm creating. I just want to create the structure for the bricks and where I'm going to start. And again, and when I color in the bricks later, that's where you're gonna see. That's where you're gonna see the effects come out. Yeah, that's a little too close. I mean, yeah, slightly too close. The other ones I can manage, but this one needs to be a little bit more like that. And then yes, and the perspective looks right because it gets to fall. Because I do need to keep following the lines of the window of, of the perspective on the window. That's my guideline right now. And two more lines. Now, not saying how big those bricks are. Now, I don't know if I want to actually keep that dividing line in the middle. I still might actually draw another kind of inner pane, right? But I might just keep that because I was thinking of maybe making it a window where you can open it. But I was like, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Depending on how high up you want to believe this building is, how high up is Spider-Man? Do I start drawing little street things here on the bottom, like really small, and have other buildings coming up in the background yet? I still don't know what I'm doing with the background yet here. That's and right now, because of all the black, just the black and white, there's a jumble of lines right here, right now that want that oh that right yeah right here that color will separate in a good positive way. So now I want to get those other lines coming down and start it right here because I do want to make them bricks, but I don't want to make these windows able to open. No, no. Okay. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna square everything off as much as I can at the moment. So then when I start drawing in my bricks, everything should kind of line up appropriately. Yeah, pencil lines. Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think this is gonna work out just fine, and they'll give it character. And then I gotta keep track of every brick too, of where I'm putting them in. But that's not a problem. That's easy stuff. You just kind of start one corner and then I need to be tapering out a little bit like this, and I haven't been. Um, wait, I'm not tapering out in this angle like that. Okay. Yeah. Well, no, I am. I am. Okay. I just want to keep with the. Wait, how is that supposed to go? That That those windows should have been a little bit more angled, maybe. No, no, I'm just going to trust what I put in the first place. And yeah, I mean, again, it's not a big deal. Not that. This is just, you know, kind of a. I consider this my test project for my tutorials. because I rushed it too much, in the beginning stages. So yeah, right now what's in my player is the Led Zeppelin 4. Yeah. Now I always considered that just like a. I know people call it Led Zeppelin 4, and if is that what Led Zeppelin themselves call it, or is that what the fans call it? Because or isn't that just mainly, or isn't it really just a a self-titled album? I mean, is it really a volume 4? Yeah, I don't know. So I want to start darkening up this line here so you guys can see it a little bit better. Because I will be adding again, I will be adding pen to that quite soonish. And as I start drawing in each individual brick and making sure there's just enough space around each brick. Now it doesn't matter where I start. I can start at any arbitrary area. So I'm gonna start my brick right in this spot right here. Even curve each brick. It's going to be like a cobbled together type of structure. I do want to leave spaces between the bricks. Yeah, there's the fridge clicking on because the kitchen is just over there. So, and then yeah, this stuff could be tedious. Now I just wanna say, okay, I am not going to be offended if you speed up the video. Go down, go down. It'll be right around down here somewhere. You can speed up the video if I'm going a little too slow for you. I really suggest, yeah, I don't mind at all if you want to speed up the video. That does not bother me. Now, how long have I been going for? 17 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go for another 7 more minutes. Then I want to stop this video, give it the closers and everything, and then I'm going to probably, uh, yeah, do another part to it, a second part to this right after. So for about another 25 more minutes, I guess. Okay, so let's continue. I want to try to get as much done as I can in those 7 minutes. The next 7 minutes. So I'm hoping that this will come out that you're gonna see all how this looks. They'll give it a unique touch. I like that. See, this part here can be a little tedious. Now, if I think that you're gonna be, it's getting a little too boring even for me. Well, it's not boring for me, but for you guys watching me do this, because I know you guys want to learn and you want to see the process. But there's some aspects of doing tutorials and that might be actually boring without editing and stuff. Or like I said, if you want to go and speed up the video, 100% absolutely go ahead. You know, I I am not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna be offended. And yeah, so but these don't like yeah, I'm not gonna be like putting timestamps. So you see so far how that's coming out? Isn't that looking pretty sharp so far? It doesn't, again, when it comes to art like this, it doesn't even need to be 100% perfect. As long as everything is in the right general location and people get the gist of what you're going for, any type of little like characteristically, like what people might consider a flaw, could give your just gives it a little bit of character, you know. And you'll see once I start adding the pen to it, because these are just guidelines. Still, I can still square off each one a little bit more once I add the pen. So I think this is, yeah, part one here is just I'm going to be adding all the pencils here to the edges and everything, and then I'm going to add the pen on the next chapter, on the next part. So I'm going to go down on the one side here. And some bricks are going to be misshapen. Some bricks are going to be larger than others. Then that's fine. I don't care. You know, it's not about that. This is just to add. It's really just to add texture to the overall picture. The different size bricks will, again, it will probably give it an architectural, charm. That look, they look all cobbled. They don't look all that straight. Maybe that was the intended look of this type of building. We can. It's an imaginary fictional world. I mean, it's set in a real location of New York City, of course. Unlike Superman, which is set in a fictional city of Metropolis, and Batman was Gotham City, which we all know those are stand-ins to other cities. Whereas Marvel embraces the actual place that they're supposed to be set in. DC kind of like, oh no, we can't put them in the real world, no. And Marvel like, well, huh, why not? Yeah, so far so good. It's turning out really nice. So, yeah, I might drag this out to the full half-hour video, and then probably make a 20-minute video next time, just doing the pen, putting the pen to this. Yeah, I'm penning it as I go along, of course, which is, but I am not coloring it in. No, I am not coloring it in until everything is laid down. That I can tell you for sure, because that part here, doing the coloring, I don't want anything to smudge as I'm laying more pencil in. No, it doesn't work for me. I will be waiting for sure, no matter what, until the very end to do any of the coloring, which is going to be pretty much, I would say, I want to say it's pretty much going to be all pencil crayon, like yeah, pretty much 100% pencil crayon. Depending on what maybe I can think of to get the proper effect. Like for the webbing, for the webbing, I might actually just use a kind of a silverish pen, like a silver gel pen, and I'll highlight it just a little bit more. You know, I want to be putting more shading. In fact, right now, okay, I'm just no, I'm going to go with pencil first. But something's kind of bothering me here with some of the muscle forms. I want to draw in more of the muscle here on each side of the. I almost have it kind of drawn in there a little bit. So if I draw that in here and draw that in right here like that, okay. Let's color that in with pen and see how that brings out that bicep. You know. Or wait, do I marker that? Do I have my marker with me? No, yep, I got that one here, so that should work. Let's marker that in. Make this one a little bit more darker shadow in this one. And yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. I don't know. I just felt I needed to do that there. And yeah, I will like again once everything gets colored in, everything will be drawn out, and it covers it will cover so much of those flaws. It will. It will make it all that much better. All right, let's continue with the bricks. I have to put it in a certain angle so I can see what I'm doing. And so now, like I know because where my guidelines, I'm just making sure that I'm not drawing on one side or the other. So I'm keep it. I can keep that separation. You gotta keep them separated. Yeah, I love Offspring. That yeah. As soon as I said that, that's the first thing that came to mind. You know, that's where my brain almost always goes with any reference. It'll go to a song even before it will find a movie reference, and that happens quite a bit. I'll hear somebody say something and a movie reference pops up in my brain, and but more often than not, it's always music. I got music on the brain all the time. You know, at work, I've been listening to a lot more albums. Okay, I've been listening to a lot more playlists than that. So I've been going through all the Sparks albums. I so far in Sparks albums, I've played all of the Igman Bergman one there. Yeah, the Seduction of Ingram Bergman or Ingram. Yeah, so that was interesting. That was pretty good. I really love Number One in Heaven. I think that's a great that is a cool album. I played all of Little Beethoven. I played all of what else did I play all of the entire album of. I played a couple. I've played quite a few of them. I am slowly going through every one. I do want I do want to get everyone. Oh yeah. I played the FFS, the Franz Ferdinand and Sparks collaboration album. FFS. Yeah, actually that is